Getting everyone involved and keeping our beaches clean is what our next guests are all about. And everyone, meaning even those fancy tech companies. Here to talk about the tech company cleanup are John Helms with the Salty Soul Foundation and Tony Thomas with ConnectWise. So welcome to you both. It's so great to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
So John, I'm going to start with you. Talk about the foundation. I know you and your wife started this several years back. What made you want to start this type of foundation?
So back in 2017, a friend of ours was trying to do a charity trip up the coast and wanted to do a cleanup. I'm like, well, that's a pretty cool idea. So 8 of us got out there and did a beach cleanup for the first time in May of 2017.
Okay, and then from there it grew to what? You were saying you do these cleanups once a month, right?
So from there, we decided this is something we can do. So we did it for the first couple of years, every other month, and then we switched to monthly, only taking December off for the holidays.
Oh, wow. And so why did you want to get tech companies involved? I know you worked for a tech company, right? ConnectWise. So is that one of the reasons you wanted to get other tech companies involved?
There's a lot of technology companies based in Tampa, and I am familiar with most of them.
Yeah.
And so I essentially asked on LinkedIn one day, and they answered.
That's awesome. So Tony, you're with ConnectWise, a big software company here in Tampa. So why was it important for you to get involved and for some of your employees or the employees at the company to get involved as well?
Right. Well, we feel a strong kinship with John, obviously, and we got to witness this actually happen and form while he was working at ConnectWise, and we get to be a big supporter of that. Right. The good news is that while companies like ConnectWise start to, think globally and expand globally, we can still act locally, right? And I think what John has done is proven the point. 2 out of the 10 tech companies, one based in Switzerland, one based in Canada, actually has staff here in Tampa, and they're participating. So it's not unheard of to be able to do things locally and still, think globally.
Yeah, and have you gone to one of these beach cleanups before?
I have.
Can you talk about what it's like? I mean, it's probably camaraderie, a lot of people out there doing good,
it's
right?
It's just, the vibes that you get from being on the beach, number one.
Right.
You're already in the right setting.
Yeah.
Year round, especially in Tampa and Florida, you can do that too. Children, kids coming, wearing shirts like these wonderful shirts that you see up here. These are all like great things that you can just do naturally when you go to a beach, right? And when you're done with the cleanup, you can just chill out, get in the water, go to a little beach bar, do all the things that it just feels natural to do something good and enjoy yourself at the same time.
Yeah, there are worse ways to spend a day, right,
Exactly.
than a day at the beach. All right, so John, the next cleanup, or the first one of this year, is this Saturday in Dunedin. Tell me a little bit more about it, and can people get involved? Can people sign up?
Yes, so the cleanup we have this Saturday is at 9 a.m. at the Causeway. It's on the southern shore of the Causeway. It's our normal location, so every other month. But there are, you can follow us on Facebook and you can get the event information there. We're at Salty Soul FL. And you can sign up and you can add however many attendees that are coming. That's really for us to get a head count so we know what to expect.
Right.
But no number is too large.
I love that. And you provide all the equipment, so gloves, trash cans, all that good stuff. And all of that is funded by what we see right here. So you'll have a booth out there.
We will.
And you can purchase these T-shirts, the stickers we see up there, the bumper stickers, right?
Yep.
Hoping that, and then you can fund more of these.
Yes.
Yeah. And so can you talk about some of the ones you have done in the past? I mean, thousands of hours, thousands of volunteers.
Yeah, so like I said, when we started, we had 8 volunteers. We have had as many as 325 on a Saturday morning. Roughly 40% of those are youth. They're coming from the local high schools. They're coming from Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. They're getting their volunteer hours for Bright Futures or whatever organization they need them for.
Yeah, and that's a good point because teens, you need those hours, right? So come out this Saturday and you can get some of those. So Tony, can you talk about just as a company, why it might be important or a good idea for the company to come out, because it really kind of is a team building exercise as well.
Great point. Like oftentimes 8 to 5, we're sitting there doing, sitting on a computer,
right?
Typing away, being on Zoom calls and Teams calls and things like that. This is an opportunity to disconnect from that reality and get into, a type of societal thing that everybody should be doing and have done for like, years, right?
Yeah.
So the type of bonding that you get as a team off the 8 to 5 playing field and into the life playing field of like these beachcombing activities that we have.
Yeah.
I think it just, creates stronger bonds and gets you out of that setting where you're there,
Yeah.
talking about stuff that, I don't know, in the grand scheme of things may not mean much.
Right, absolutely. And what keeps you going, John, month after month to go back to these beaches to clean it up? Where does the passion come from?
The love of the beach. That's where it started. That's why we did it, and that's why we're looking to expand. It's not just about our beach; it's everybody's beach.
Right, because you're saying you keep getting calls to go down to Key West, but that's hard to do, right, in a weekend. So you're hoping maybe a group down there maybe can contact you and start the whole program down there, right? Yeah, that would be wonderful. So if you're watching or have family down there, talk to this guy. All right, well, thank you so much, and good luck this Saturday. And if you want to find out more information or to get an organization involved, you can go to their website at saltysoulfoundation.org.